Hey everybody, Ace here. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form, or a branched evolution, or a counterpart Pokemon. We have a look at the differences between the Pokemon in question, and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a Metronome battle between them, just for a little bit of fun, just to see them do moves that they wouldn't normally do. If you're a fan of Form Fight already and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button. We'll go for a goal of what? 1,000 likes on this one? Sounds like an easy idea. You guys can do it, and of course hit subscribe if you're new so you never miss an episode. And of course, don't forget, use code ACE to save yourself some money on G Fuel, which today, when this video goes live, is 30% off. Oh, 30% off Dub Melon Mint. Don't mind if I do. That 30% off lasts until the 13th of January. Code ACE. Go get some. I'm doing a lot of this. Go get some. Go get some. With all that out of the way, let's have a look at today's challenges. Today on Form Fight, we're going to be comparing the two forms of Slowpoke, which are Slowpoke and Galarian Slowpoke. Now, a Slowpoke caught in any region that isn't Galar will be in its regular Cantonian form. However, Slowpoke from Galar's Isle of Armor will be in the Galarian form. You may even find them sneaking away from the Isle on trains, ending up in places like Wedgehurst Station. What makes these two forms of Slowpoke so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokedex, both these Slowpoke forms stand at 1.2 meters tall, although I do think that might actually be their length from like head to tail, and they both weigh 36 kilograms. They share a Pokedex entry which says there are places where Slowpoke is worshipped because of a long-standing belief that whenever Slowpoke yawns, it rains. Although their tails, which fall off naturally, can easily be found lying around, they're a precious ingredient for cooking. Appearance-wise, both forms of Slowpoke look to be based off a hippo crossed with some kind of lizard with pink fur and a cream-coloured muzzle. Galarian Slowpoke looks basically the same as regular Slowpoke, but a much stronger shade of pink, with a yellow tail and also yellow coloration on the top of its head, and what appears to be quite a wrinkly forehead. Not unlike myself. In their shiny forms, Cantonian Slowpoke changes to a softer pink in one of those "is that really a shiny Pokemon?" moments, whereas Galarian Slowpoke changes to a bright golden yellow. Now let's have a look at their typing, weaknesses, and resistances. Cantonian Slowpoke is a dual-type water and psychic Pokemon, which makes it weak to bug, ghost, grass, electric, and dark-type attacks. It resists fighting, steel, fire, water, psychic, and ice-type moves, and has no immunities. Galarian Slowpoke, on the other hand, is a pure psychic-type Pokemon, which makes it weak to bug, ghost, and dark only. It resists fighting and psychic only, and again has no immunities. Now let's have a look at the stats and abilities of these Pokemon forms. Both forms of Slowpoke share the same base stats, boasting great HP, below average attack and defense, lackluster special attack and special defense, and garbage speed. But do remember, these are the first stages of branched evolution lines, so less than mediocre stats are kind of to be expected. Cantonian Slowpoke's primary ability is Oblivious, which prevents this Pokemon from being infatuated or taunted, or being affected by the move Captivate. And as of Generation 8, it also blocks Intimidate. Infatuation can be a crippler for any Pokemon, given the 50% chance the affected Pokemon will just refuse to use a move, and Taunt of course can prevent key setup moves from being utilized, so it's not a terrible idea to protect against these things. As for Galarian Slowpoke, its primary ability is Gluttony, which means a held berry that would be eaten at 25% HP will actually be eaten at 50%, which is great for giving Slowpoke a bit more staying power in battle, especially since its special defense can leave it in danger very quickly. They both share the same secondary ability, which is Own Tempo, which prevents Slowpoke from being confused, and as of Generation 8, also blocks Intimidate. Similar to what we were saying about Infatuation, Confusion can be a real detriment to Slowpoke's arsenal, especially if you're significantly unlucky when it comes to RNG. So whilst it's not exactly the biggest concern, it's always nice to be able to protect against it. They both share the same hidden ability, which is Regenerator, which restores 1/3 of this Pokemon's max HP when it's switched out of battle. This can be super useful for giving Slowpoke an extra bit of life in a tough situation, or sometimes can just be a happy reward for a tactical switch. Now it's time for me to decide which of these two forms of Slowpoke I prefer, and I'm leaning towards the Galarian one. I know it's brand new, and we only got it like yesterday, but hear me out. As much as I love Slowpoke and as much as I love water-type Pokemon, Slowpoke just has so many weaknesses. Like, it has like 5 weaknesses, and it's a bit like, do I really want to use a Pokemon that has that many, exploitable weaknesses? I know it has a lot more resistances than the Galarian Slowpoke, but at the same time, Galarian Slowpoke hasn't got that many things that are super effective against it. It's only got the 3, and it just seems like a more viable option. Obviously, we need to wait and see until we really decide, because we need to see what Galarian Slowbro and Galarian Slowking become. Lots of form fights to come, as you can imagine. But no, I'm sticking with Galarian Slowpoke. There's just something quite cute about it at the moment. I love its shiny version. It's fantastic, and I'm warming to it very, very quickly. But of course, it's not just up to me to decide. It's up to you guys to make your decision. But before you do, let's see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. It's time time for the Metronome battle. And remember, this is just for fun. It doesn't mean that the one that wins is better than the other. It's just for fun. Have fun for a change. Don't be so boring and serious. Of course, I'll point out these Pokemon all have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats. They're not holding any items. They've got neutral natures. They've both got their hidden abilities, but that's not really going to affect anything because, you know, they can't switch out of battle. So it doesn't really make a difference to this battle in particular. They've got the same base stats, so the only advantage or disadvantage any of these Pokemon gets comes from their typing. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Let's go. It's time! It's Slowpoke versus Galarian Slowpoke. Look at that beautiful yellow shiny. Isn't that lovely? Oh my word. So much Slowpoke in one place. What a wonderful time it is to be alive. Everyone's getting ready and gearing up. They've all got the same base stats. This could really go either way, to be honest. I've got no idea. Here's the Galarian Slowpoke in its regular non-shiny form. Starting off with Encore. Very well done. Very well done there. Nothing happened, of course. Here's Cantonian Slowpoke starting off with Stored Power. Hasn't actually had any stat boosts, obviously, because it's first turn, so just a tiny bit of chip damage there. Is going to be not very effective, of course, being a Psychic type move on a Psychic type Pokemon. Here's the barely shiny regular Slowpoke going for Cross Chop, which is avoided by the shiny Galar. Now it's over to the Golden Boy, shiny Galarian Slowpoke, who's going to go for Foul Play, which will be super effective using Slowpoke's own attack stat against it. Massive damage, almost half of shiny Kanto's max HP taken away by that Foul Play. That was incredible. I say using Slowpoke's attack stat against it, but it's the same as the Galarian Slowpoke's attack stat. Oh, I'll be. Here's Psychic from the Psychic type Kanto, regular Kanto Slowpoke. Doing a bit of chip damage again to shiny Galar. A little bit more damage than that first Stored Power, so he's trying. Here's the shiny Kanto going for Spirit Shackle. That's a Ghost type move. That is the signature move of Decidueye. That is going to be super effective on that shiny Galarian Slowpoke. More than half its max HP. Massive damage there. Absolutely fantastic play. And here comes the regular Galarian Slowpoke, who's going to go for Brick Break, which won't be very effective. It's just going to do a little bit of damage there to shiny Kanto, bringing it down to 69 hit points. Nice. And you see the shiny Galarian Slowpoke who's going to go for Pound. That's very Slowpoke, isn't it? Very typical Slowpoke to go for Pound on the shiny Kanto. What's going to happen here? This could go either way. Each team's got a shiny that's on the ropes and a regular form that's not on the ropes. Very interesting. Here is regular Slowpoke going for Icicle Spear. That is a multi-hit move between like 2 and 5 hits. We get 1 hit. We get 2 hits. This is very slow. Very good job, Slowpoke. Oh, critical hit there on the second hit. Here's 3 hits. Any more? 4 hits. Are we going to go for the 5? There it is. The 5th hit. 5 hits from that Icicle Spear. Well done. What's going to happen next? We've got regular Galarian Slowpoke getting ready, going for Blizzard. It's avoided by shiny Kanto, so it's only going to hit the regular Kanto Slowpoke there for a tiny bit of resisted damage. Not very effective. Oh my word, but gets the freeze though. Regular Kanto is frozen solid. That is unfortunate. Here's the shiny Kanto going for Leer, dropping the defense stats of each of its opponents. I mean, it's better physically than it is specially, so dropping your opponent's defense is probably a great play right there by shiny regular Slowpoke. Over to shiny Galarian Slowpoke, the Golden Boy. What's Golden Boy? Golden Girl, I believe, going to do. Here's Wonder Room coming out, so that's going to swap special defense and defense stats. That's the one. I always get Wonder Room and Magic Room mixed up because I rarely see them in actual battle. So keeping me on my toes, Metronome. Oh, here's Kanto still frozen. Regular Kanto is still suffering the effects of being frozen there. Here's shiny Galar with Magico. Ooh, great play there. So Magico is going to protect that shiny Galarian Slowpoke from any stat drops, I believe. Or any non-damaging moves, I believe. Something like that. Let me know in the comments. Here's Hyper Voice from the regular Galarian Slowpoke. I nearly said Slowbro. Bringing the shiny Kanto down to the danger zone, basically. Here's a Heal Pulse from shiny Kanto. What an idiot. Oh, no. Healing up regular Galarian Slowpoke back up to full HP. Oh dear old diddly dear. That was not a very good idea, was it? So now over to shiny Kanto. What's it got on its mind now? Gonna heal anyone else? Goes for Sticky Web. Interesting play there. Hitting both hitting both the Sticky Web there. Just laying out the Sticky Web in case anyone switches into this 2 Pokemon battle. Here we see the regular Galarian Slowpoke going for Magic Powder. Not familiar with Magic Powder. Not even going to pretend. Changed the type. Wow. Changed Galarian Slowpoke, Cantonian Slowpoke's type to Psychic. So it's now pure Psychic. The sing fails, of course, from shiny Galarian Slowpoke because the Slowpoke that it tried to sing to is actually frozen and clearly can't hear it. Shiny Kanto starting things off now. What's it got on its mind? Gonna go Electro Web. Would have been super effective if it had been on the Kanto team, but it's not. And it's avoided by the regular Galarian Slowpoke, so it only hits the shiny Galarian Slowpoke, drops its speed by 1 stage though, so that's going to move last, I believe, out of all the Pokemon on the field. Here is the regular Galarian Slowpoke going for Smog Attack onto that shiny regular Kanto, I should say. It's frozen solid, so it can't be poisoned by the smog, but it also can't move because it's still frozen solid, poor thing. Here's the shiny Galarian Slowpoke going for Dragon Dance, going to increase its attack and its speed. That's beautiful. That could be very dangerous for the Kanto team going forward. What's going to happen next? I've got no idea. I don't know which way this is going. This has been very even all the way through, actually, apart from the freeze hacks. Kanto, regular Kanto, still frozen solid, still can't do anything. Poor thing. Here's the shiny Kanto who's going to go for Feather Dance. Not a bad play there. So Feather Dance is going to hit that regular Galarian Slowpoke there, drop its attack by 2 stages. Probably could have done with doing that on the shiny version, who's at +1 attack, who is going to go for Growl and lower the attack of both the opposing Kanto Slowpoke. So interesting play there. Wow. So they're now at -1 attack apiece. Oh dear for them. Here's the Galarian Slowpoke, though, who is geared up and ready to go for Eruption. Oh my word, that should thaw out that frozen Slowpoke, though. I was going to say huge damage. Not huge damage, but still, it felt like a lot of damage because the shiny Kanto is, of course, only 15 hit points. Regular Kanto is thawed out, though, ready to go. It finally gets to move again. Here's shiny Kanto, though, moving first, going for Stomp. Of course, it has got -1 attack right now, so it didn't do as much damage as it wanted to, but still brought shiny Galarian Slowpoke into the danger zone, so it's a dangerous position. Triple kick coming out from that newly thawed out Kanto. Not going to do a great deal of damage there. Is going to be resisted, but got some chip damage off on the regular Galarian Slowpoke there. All 3 hits, obviously, and now it's over to Galarian Slowpoke. Speak of the devil, what's it going to go for? Going to go for Misty Terrain. Very interesting. Going to make the terrain, I mean, that makes, actually, it's quite nice in the fairy type gym, isn't it? Having a bit of Misty Terrain up. Testament to the fairy types that are out there. You're all bloody great, aren't you? This was not sponsored by fairy types, don't worry. Shiny Galar is going to go for Stomping Tantrum with +1 attack. That's a beautiful play right there. On the regular Kanto, that probably would have taken out the shiny Kanto, so the Kanto team got very, very lucky there on that Stomping Tantrum. Here is regular Galarian Slowpoke. What will this yellow-headed devil do? Going to go for Coil, increase its attack and its accuracy. Oof. Very, very dangerous for the Kanto team right now. They need to bust out something super effective if they want to stay in this. Over to Shiny Galar. What have you got in mind, my friend? What's happening here? Going to go for Bind. Now, that's a great play there. Which Slowpoke is going to be on? It's going to be on the Shiny Slowpoke. It's not going to be enough to kill, but that does mean that this the Shiny Kanto now only has this 1 move left to try and get away from this bind. Goes for Metal Sound, dropping the special defense, I believe, 2 stages of the shiny Galarian Slowpoke. Not a great play. You are going to fall to bind now, which is a bit of a shame. But now it's over to Kanto, who's really got to pick things up. Goes for Grass Knot. Onto which of the Slowpoke there? Onto the regular Galarian Slowpoke. Not a lot of damage. You're only 36 kilograms. There's the bind that's going to knock out the shiny Kanto. So we've got 1 Kanto Slowpoke versus 2 Galarian Slowpoke. The shiny is in a bit of dangerous position, so Kanto could potentially take that out and then just focus on the regular Galarian. But I guess we'll see what happens. Over to the regular Galarian Slowpoke to start things off for this turn. Going to go Thunder Punch, which is super effective on the water type. Lucky for that attack drop earlier. It wasn't able to utilize it with its attack basically being halved by that Feather Dance earlier, but a self-destruct from a +1 attack shiny Galarian Slowpoke. That was amazing. Oh my god, it took itself out. It took out the last remaining Kanto Slowpoke, and your winner is the Galarian Slowpoke team. Well done to the brand new Pokemon. Excellent stuff. That was amazing. Well done, lads. Well done. And girl. So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of the 2 forms of Slowpoke do you prefer? Is it Slowpoke or Galarian Slowpoke? Let me know in the comments and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support this channel, like the lovely people down here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainLiam. And for 30% until January the 13th off G Fuel, use code ACE. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.